I don't think I can, Thomas. I have a lot to do here.
Shunting trucks will please the inspector most of all. And make the Fat Controller proud.
Mavis wanted to make the Fat Controller proud.
Very well, Thomas. I'll come with you.
So Mavis left her trucks of slate and clattered away with Thomas just as the Fat Controller and Railway Inspector arrived. They had come to see Mavis busy at work in the quarry. But the quarry wasn't busy. It was very, very quiet. The Railway Inspector sighed, and the Fat Controller couldn't believe his eyes. Thomas puffed back to the docks. Percy and Mavis were there. They had shunted a long line of trucks. Thomas was pleased. Then he heard Gordon.
Gordon is bringing the Fat Controller and the Railway Inspector. Quick, Percy! Hurry, Mavis! We must be as busy as bees. The Railway Inspector must be pleased, and the Fat Controller must be proud.
Then there was trouble. Percy shoved, Mavis shunted, and Thomas shouted.
1, 2, 3, push!
The coal trucks bashed and biffed together. They jutted and jumped. Coal dust scattered and splattered everywhere. It covered the Railway Inspector and the Fat Controller. Then it flew down Gordon's funnel. Gordon spluttered and stuttered.
Oh, the indignity!
The Fat Controller was cross.
Thomas, what have you done?
Thomas felt terrible.
The Railway Inspector isn't pleased. The Fat Controller isn't proud. Gordon can't whoosh at all. And it's all my fault.
Thomas knew he had to chuff and puff to put things right.
Sir, I will shunt Gordon to the steamworks. Victor will make sure his funnel is free and his firebox fizzes. Then, Gordon can take you on the tour of Sodor, and I can be really useful.
The Fat Controller was happy to hear this.
Very well, Thomas.
So Thomas heaved and hauled his hardest and shunted Gordon glumly away from the docks. At the steamworks, Victor was happy to welcome Gordon and Thomas.
Well, Thomas, my friend, what have we here?
Gordon grumped and groaned.
Gordon's funnel is blocked with coal dust. He needs a clear funnel and a fizzing firebox.
Then he has come to the right place. Gordon, please stop looking so unhappy. It's only your funnel we must fix, not your pistons that won't pump.
Soon, Gordon's funnel was fixed. His firebox was firing, and he was ready and raring to take the Fat Controller and the Railway Inspector on a tour of the island and of all the really useful and very busy engines on Sodor. Thomas steamed swiftly back to the docks. He knew he had a lot of work to do. At the docks, Thomas started to shunt and shove. He huffed his hardest.
Shunting trucks I do the best. I biff and bash and never rest.
And he didn't see the Fat Controller and the Railway Inspector arrive. They watched Thomas.
Thomas, you are a really useful engine. I am very proud of you.
And I am very pleased to see such a busy engine. I wasn't sure, but now I know. The Fat Controller's railway is the best.
Thomas beamed and gleamed. The Fat Controller smiled and smiled with pride.
Silly me, I was so wrong. I can shunt the whole day long. Never stop and never rest. A busy engine is the best.